So hopefully that worked. Yeah, so today what we're gonna be doing is ignore the room. There's stuff in here. As you can see, my daughter swings in here. And it's not that bad. I think that's just really, it's not in the way, but it definitely is in the middle of the floor and I got a light. But either way, today what we're gonna be doing is just a reading vlog. So I'm gonna be kind of just, there's a couple of things I'm trying to read. Actually, I got all three right here. I'm trying to read The Boxer, volume 7, and I also have volume 8, which I guess that's a spoiler alert because that's going to be in a manga haul that I'm probably going to do at the end of the month. But The Boxer is one of those series where when I get, I read. Like I don't wait like I do with a lot of series. Another one that I don't wait and I just get to it is Dandadan. I mean, what is there to say about Dandadan? I still haven't seen the anime yet, so I don't know. I mean, I saw the first episode, but there's just not much to say about Dandadan. Great series. When does volume 10 come? I literally did I looked through at least Barnes & Noble, the release date of stuff, and I remember seeing Dandadan volume 2. You know what? I saw the cover and I saw a character I didn't recognize and I just scrolled past. I didn't want any spoilers because sometimes the covers can be, you know, a little misleading, but maybe that character that you see on volume 10 is in here. I just haven't read this yet. So of course, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get through this. And the last thing I'm trying to read right now, this second, is Homunculus. This is volume 7 and 8. This is the 4th omnibus, so I think it's the next to last. I think, yeah, there's only 5. If you don't know, which you probably don't, I don't know if I've said it. I know I said it in the video, but either way, what I'm doing is after every book, I'm recording a video, and I'm going to make that one giant video, and you're going to kind of see what my thoughts are on part 1, part 2, and so on and so forth. And the reason I'm doing it that way is just like the storytelling in itself, and I think it would be cool to see, like, instead of just me reading the whole thing and then giving my overall review, which that may even be a separate video. I don't know, we'll see, because I don't want that video to be too long, so maybe final thoughts will be in a separate video. But every part, you know, like, it's like, oh, I said this here, I was really wrong. Now we can tell by, you know, part 2 and so on and so forth. So that's really what I'm trying to do with it. I want to see if it works out. If it doesn't, then, you know, we'll find another format. But as you all know, as I always say on this channel, I try to do more than just book hauls, and that's really it. Book hauls, organization video. I try to do more. Yeah, so those are what I'm gonna be trying to be reading. The Boxer volume 7, I'm definitely gonna get through today. Like, I'm already like halfway through it. Real good stuff in here. Really good stuff in here. So today, while I have a lot of free time, I wanna try to get through 7. Maybe 8, I don't know, we'll see, because I do want to get to these others. I want to get to Homunculus just because I want to, this was obviously part of my scary read video, so I definitely want to get through that. And I just dropped it, luckily it's okay. And then Dandadan, I definitely just want to get through that because, like I said, this is another series. These 2 series particularly, there could be others off the top of my head, I can't remember. These 2 series, when they release, I read. So I want to get through these, but also I have that commitment to Homunculus. But I mean, you see how long it's taking me to get through it, so that can maybe tell you some of my thoughts on it. But I don't hate it. I definitely like some parts of it. I think there's some parts that are really good, but I think it has really low lows, and I felt like I said that in the video I recorded for volumes, what is that, 5 and 6 yesterday. I recorded that yesterday. So we'll see, but let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, so like I said, reading vlog, we're just gonna chill out, see how it goes. And if y'all like this, then let me know down in the comment section below. Look how far along my manga collection has come. I mean, I just wanted to show this real quick because, as you see, that's where I charged my camera batteries. I had to get a new one, but then I'm just like admiring it. And I don't know if y'all have seen, like, I added this 4th shelf. I've always talked about that I had it, but I've never actually put it together until like a couple weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago. So now I got it, and I'm just happy how far it's come. All right, so here we are outside. It's actually not as cold as I thought it would be. Definitely it's still raining, but it's not as cold as I thought it would be. So now what we're gonna do is chillax and read. Like I said, volume 7 right now. I'm like halfway through. So like I said, this is really good stuff. It's for people who watch a lot of sports, and I'm one of them. One thing about sports is that it's not just like the active sport that you're watching, like the actual physical part of it. Sometimes it's the storytelling part of it. Like that brings the physical part of the actual game to life. Because when you don't know the players, it's hard to just understand. It's hard to really care outside of just maybe if you just love the game, if you played it or something like that. But the storytelling is what makes you care about people you normally wouldn't care about, or maybe make you root for people. It's hard to root for people just off their game alone. If you know them a little bit, it helps you root a little more. Dislike them a little more, I don't know. But this right here, it's really just not about the boxing match itself. It's just about everything that's around it. That's something you typically don't think about, especially for someone like me who, I'm not gonna say I'm not into boxing. I watch like all the big matches, but I'm not necessarily someone that is just knows all the boxing news and whatnot. I know much more about soccer, basketball, and whatnot than I do boxing, but still, that's the beauty of it. So yeah, I really love this so far, and I'm going to read The Horizon by him as well. I have that, so I need to go ahead and read that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so I just finished volume 7 of the Boxer, and this might be the best single volume of any series that I've read. It really might be. I mean, the storytelling in here it's just unmatched by anything I've read. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I mean, just like some of the stuff they were talking about, the action sequences, the family dynamic between the brothers. It's just their life story, and just kind of how you think the story's gonna go one way and it took a completely different turn in what you thought was their reality, and it just made you think, made you feel for them, but also at the same time they were accepting of what, this is I'm almost at a loss for words. Best single volume I think I've read of anything so far, and I've only been reading manga for like a year and a half. Technically this is a manhwa, but easily the best single volume I think I've read of anything. I could change my mind if I think about all the single volumes I read, but I think this takes the cake. So now I'm going to try to decide if I should move on to volume 8 or go to Dandadan. I want to check the date on when the next one of this comes out, and then the next thing of Dandadan comes out, and then kind of make my decision based on that. So I'm gonna check that real quick, and then we'll go from there. So the new volume of Dandadan doesn't come out until the 10th, or no, volume 10 of Dandadan doesn't come out until the December 17th, and right now I'm on volume 9. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and read this, be caught up to this, because the new volume of this doesn't come out until until January 21st of 2025, and I just finished volume 7, so I'm gonna just read volume 8, be caught up, and then like a week before the new Dandadan releases, I'll go ahead and read that. So it probably won't make this reading vlog, neither will Homunculus. So we're just gonna be really sticking just to the boxing. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, read this, and then tell y'all about it, and then that'll be the video. So let's go ahead and do that, because I know some heat is awaiting, because like I said, this story is incredible. I just want to show this real quick. As heart-wrenching as the Boxer can be, you turn around and like get something like this. This guy's name is Gilbert Einstein. I shit you not, Gilbert Einstein. This is just good. This is good stuff, right? Can't forget about this guy. He's in every volume, this guy I'm about to show you, but still, like, this guy, Bob Norris. So fights like Chuck Norris, hair like Bob Ross. So Bob Norris. I mean, it's hilarious. And then the fact that, like I said, like, you have little small tidbits of that, of like comedy and funny stuff, but then you get hit with like gut-wrenching, just sadness and despair, and just, I don't know, man. Yeah, this is just how a story is told. So it's the next day. I did finally get to finish the Boxer volume 8. As you know, I read The Boxer Volume 7. So just finished Volume 8. Volume 8 definitely was not as good as Volume 7. There were some things that it became a little too, I don't know the word for it. There's a time where if a story's told a certain way, then all of a sudden it gets a little like fantastical. It kind of takes me out of it, and that's kind of what this volume did. But it reeled itself back in pretty well. I think that it ended pretty well, and it definitely left on a cliffhanger. I feel like every volume almost leaves on a cliffhanger, but yeah, definitely left on a cliffhanger, but still good. I think overall it was good. Even the fantastical stuff wasn't bad. It just was thinking about the rest of the series. It was a little much for me, but nothing bad. Like I don't regret reading it or anything like that. It doesn't have me second guessing my thoughts on the entire series, which I love the entire series. I am halfway through. I was unable to get it for the video, but you know, I wasn't going to be able to record the ending of this video if I just waited till I read this. I probably won't be able to get to this until later tonight. But read halfway through volume 9 of Dandadan. I'm on chapter 74, and I think it only has 76 chapters in here. I think it's chapter like 71 to 76 or something like that. Let me look real quick. It is chapter, what is in here? 68 to 76. Yeah, that sounds more right. Yeah, so I'm on chapter 74, so we've got 2 more chapters in that. But overall, thank you for watching the reading vlog. I will be reading Homunculus. I did not read that in this reading vlog. That might be next week's reading vlog. I wouldn't say I'm out of it because I still want to finish the series, but I definitely just felt like it was a good time. I was at a good point to where maybe I should read some other stuff. And glad I read The Boxer. Glad I read Dandadan Volume 9, which I'm almost done with. And I won't be reading this. This is what I'm about to show you. I won't be reading it instead of Homunculus. I'll probably be reading them together. But I do want to start reading Omnibus 2, which contains volumes 3 and 4 for The Fable. Just because the first volume I enjoyed. I actually did enjoy. But there were some times I just felt like it just really didn't connect with me. And I think I've said this before when I was talking about Homunculus. I'm at the point where I've read enough manga where I kind of know how I'm feeling. The first volume or the first omnibus, it was enough for me to definitely pick up the second. And I think I even got the third. But it didn't leave me in a way where I'm not going to finish the series. But I will. This one I will be closely paying attention just to make sure that I enjoy it. I definitely, either way, whether I enjoyed it or not, I probably will read the third omnibus just to see if I could reel me back in. But like I said, nothing in the first volume made me not want to read it. This is why I got the second one. But it did make me be like, okay, like you know, at some point it's 50-50 for me right now. Right, not enough happened to make me be on the edge of my seat, but it wasn't like bad or anything to where it's like, oh, I'm not reading it. Plus, it was the first volume. I'll always see that as the setup, especially it was an omnibus, so maybe you can look at the first 2 volumes, but still, I always try to read the first 3 before I decide how I feel. I'm actually going to read, obviously, through the whole omnibus instead of just reading half of it and be like, oh, okay. Now I'm reading through the whole omnibus to make my decision from that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the reading vlog. If you want to see more of this, then let me know. I had a really good, fun time recording it. Like to do something a little different. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.